What's going on, gamers? We got some more news here coming from Dustin, which came from Matt Piscatella. But I wanted to include Dustin in this so that he can get some credit for this too. So it says right here, Matt Piscatella at Swarkana, and this is what I've been telling people in multiple videos, that layoffs yesterday weren't a gaming problem, but instead done to help fund building AI infrastructure. And he puts like a sad face. I don't blame him. Uh, Part of that is true. You know, it's what I've been telling people before, that when Microsoft revealed the AI muse, do you guys remember that? I remember Alex did a video on that. I even replied saying that this is not good because it was like negative 80% dislike. Because that's what Daly wants to do. He wants to use the AI to massively churn out the game industry through monopoly and mass feed the Game Pass service. So it looks like you're constantly having games on there, but it's actually a bunch of mid. And this is not what gamers want to invest into. Just like I told you before, this is the last company that you want to fully try to take over gaming because it's going to be terrible. They're not capable of making gaming grow. They're only capable of grabbing corporate funds and monopolizing and hitting the buy button and getting deals and contracts put on their service. Outside of that, that's it. They've already proven to you they cannot grow. It stopped with the Halo, Gears, Forza, and then after that they had to monopolize because they had no idea. Say they can't do anything. They don't have no soul. Let's go over to this clip real quick. 9 days ago, I said Xbox is getting hit with layoffs. Microsoft continues anti-consumer monopoly. AGM was right again. Not to prove somebody right, say, haha, they laid them off. That's fine, right? No, that's retarded. Anyways, and you know what I mean, but there are always going to be people that will try to like nitpick, but it's like, why would I do that to say, yeah, I'm glad I got proved you wrong. Yeah, let AGM be right again so more people get laid off. It's like, no, I'm just telling you that I understand how the industry works. But you have to say this to immature people because they start acting mature instead of giving you credit, if you get what I mean. They won't self-correct themselves either. And that says a lot about them. Like people sending stuff in the back at you because they didn't want to come challenge you themselves. And I'm like, that's actually kind of funny because God be my witness and he knows damn well that Michael don't fear nobody. And you out your damn mind if you think I wouldn't rip you apart because I would. If I see somebody as a good person, but I feel like they're gullible and programmed, then, I'll leave them alone. But I don't back down from no man. I don't fear the devil. So why the hell would I fear you? You see what I'm saying? I want you to really hear that. Hear me from the spirit. Anybody watching this video, all of you that, sent that stuff at me, I'm telling you right now, and this includes you too, Dirt, because I've realized you had a problem with me, right? Yeah, you could have come talk to me like a man. That's all I got to say, right? Instead of getting in your feelings over what I said about a corporation and about an individual you don't even know in real life that did nothing for you. I had no personal problem with you. Like I said, I see you as a good person, so I'm letting it go. But I don't see a reason to like get too crazy and go out of my way and attack. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I would have expected you to be more mature and talk to me instead of assuming. But that's what I have to say about that. Like I said, it's light stuff to me. You can decide how you want something to affect you or not. You could let it reach you and get inside, or you could just reflect it. That's what I did with that. And that's why I'm telling you that. It doesn't have to be anything else. And I bet you're surprised, huh? But could I? Yeah, of course. Because I'm in the truth. There's people that are in the truth, and then there's people that want to defend a corporation and defend politics and defend wrong and misuse for wrong. And that's a constant thing. Like I said, on the other side, outside of the gaming spectrum, I'm looking at this in a totally different dimension. All that stuff is wrong. And you know it too, but of course you want to defend it. So like I say, in reality, you're wrong. The truth will defeat you. That's all I got to say. Now, move on after that. Don't call me out anymore. Just being nice. Other than that, I'm telling you, bro, I have all the power to rip Microsoft in pieces, so it's impossible for you to win. And you know that. Numbers don't help with the truth. The truth is the truth, and you all know this. That's why I will never lose. Look up. All right. Now, getting back over here, I said they're the worst, and I don't think they have a soul. They can't. To me, it's just the devil's money pool. and them and the AI and buying up stuff and laying off people after they do it. And I don't think they have a soul. They can't. To me, it's just the devil's money pool and them and the AI and buying up stuff. Them and the AI and buying up stuff. Let's go over to Piscatella's page. Over the past 24 hours, I received the "what does this mean for gaming" question on everything that happened yesterday at Xbox. You guys want to get to the truth? Remember that movie with Jack Nicholson when he yelled, "You can't handle the truth"? Oh, he said that for a reason, because the truth is a lot more dark and evil than you can imagine. It's been very tough to answer. The players and engagement are there. The revenues are there. Of course they are. This isn't a demand problem. Of course not. Sure, there are nuances in the weeds, of course. Always. Yes, the big live service behemoths taking so much wind out of the rest of the market is a huge challenge. And are the pressures particularly impacting younger players that are funneling them into free-to-play and more easily accessible games? As are looks at every and any other issue one could mention. But it's not demand for gaming problem. What is so crushing, and what one, we ready? What is so crushing and what make one throw one's hands in the air is that the cuts were reported by the Seattle Times, primarily done to help fund building AI infrastructure. Let me tell you something about this. Because like I say, either it's organic through creation or it's artificial and fake and a bad parody. That's the reality of that. Now, if you can see that, you know exactly what I mean. I'm not going too deep into that. You're talking to the richest company in the world who just made record-breaking profits that needed to dump off people that actually needed that in real life, because we know how expensive groceries are, right? And food and all this other stuff. And everything is just going up. Everything. It's not just the gaming industry. This was happening even before that. You know what I mean? And no matter who you had, even in office, it's the same thing. Because, like I said, behind everything and that is the puppet master. Well, I'm not going to say anything else. Simple stuff. When it comes to this, instead of having them keep their jobs, right, and keeping the human resources as the #1 priority, they are showing you right now by just this single behavior here, what this company is about, that it is about sacrificing and using human resources to fund the artificial intelligence. That's what this leads to. If you're wise enough, you would know where AI leads to eventually down the line. This is nothing new on Earth. It's history repeating itself. But people just don't remember. What I can tell you is that at this point, that will never change. NVIDIA is showing you the same thing. Why do you think all of them are anti-consumer? Because it's not about you. It's about the AI. They're telling you that. So they're not here for human beings. They're here to make AI take over the world and replace you. That is reality. If you understand that simple concept and you still defend Microsoft, then to me, you are brainwashed and you are a puppet. Because you can be an Xbox fan and be aware of this and still game. It's fine. All I'm trying to do is tell you the truth, is that they're telling you that the sacrifice is the human being and the growth is the AI. The smartphone, you see, that is what's going to get intelligent. You are being used. That's what they're making clear right here. I don't know what else to tell you after that, because it's very quite clear. And you do not want this for gaming, because that means the future of gaming for Microsoft is AI SLOP and AI development. They're already writing 30% of the code. You see, understand the future before it happens already. Get ahead. Yeah, that's why I'm being a seer for you. And he comes out here and says, there's no reasoning out some big takeaway on what this means for gaming here. This is something else. And perhaps the reporting is wrong. Maybe this wasn't the primary reason. He's being humble here, but no. This is exactly what they're doing. Matt, you're right on the money. You remember this thing right here, y'all? Like I told you, the AI Muse from Microsoft. And they had one with Phil Spencer where he appeared too on this video. Let's see if we can find it. If not, we'll just go back. It had like negative dislikes. Here goes one of them that they released. This is one of them. The other one, I don't know where it's at, but this other one had even more. It was like negative, like, I don't know. Even at that time, it was like negative 70, 80% because people know what this means. Like, this is not good. So, yeah, you will be fed slop and you will like it. Smart guy. He's aware because that's what's happening, and it's not going to get better. But what you're seeing right now is what they got from what they were going to put on every platform now. But what happens after Microsoft start putting their hooks into them after that? All their metas are going to tank. All their sales are going to tank, and you're just going to, oh, okay, because it's on Game Pass. Oh, no, wake up. You see, they tried to put you to sleep before they went on their anti-consumer spree. AG said, wake up. They got mad. They started following. They got mad. They started attacking me because you're waking them up and you're having them see the truth. They don't want to see it. You know what I mean? It's too much. Yeah, that's what you told me. You didn't see me say that. You didn't see me say that. You know what's so funny? Because I'm still gaming, right? You didn't see me say that when Alex and Fred. See, look, not unsubscribed. Still, you see what I mean? Because I'm never gonna do it. I haven't went and hit up Portal Rock. I got Clutchy right here too. Who does it? Where's Fred? I haven't watched him as much as I watched Alex. And I've looked at some of his comments. Guess what? I'm not going anywhere, bro. You see what I mean? I'm not soft like y'all. You see? And this is every single day. You know what I mean? But I don't have a problem with him. You know what I mean? See, it's not personal. You don't see me sitting here saying like, oh man, you know what I mean? It's too much. Hit the unfollow. You know what I mean? Man, bro, fuck up. You really that soft, man? Damn. You see what I mean? It's like, damn, bro. No, it's not gonna happen. Hey man, congratulations. I hope you hit that 100K. I look forward to the face reveal. You feel me on that? Yeah, real gaming spirit over here. You know what I mean? Tell me you don't respect that. You see what I mean? Yeah, man, he's just a homie making money, and you know what I mean? Hey, bro, Nintendo ain't my friend like that. You know what I mean? I love their games, but I'm not. You see, it ain't like that. Man, don't know. I bet you don't know what to do you? Yeah, those fanboys are like I said. You know, I'm a fan, but I ain't a fanboy. Get your fucking facts right. But he says, and perhaps the reporting is wrong. In any case, it's incredibly difficult not to fall into despair for the industry. But the players and the demand remain. People love video games. That's why I do what I do. That's why I have my Switch too. It's all about the video games. I don't care about the suits. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I don't care. And there are billions of players worldwide. So the opportunity remains. Most importantly, I'm wishing all the best to everyone impacted yesterday and over the past years coming in 2020. Yeah, man, that's human capacity. Like I said, these people, oh man, groceries are expensive. They might have been having a lifestyle they were living, and now that's done. You got to get out. You got to find a way to get to a new house. Like all that type of stuff sucks, man. Like you just don't know. You know what I mean? You're not there with them. You don't know how that emotionally impacts people. You don't know how people could be funding somebody for college. Like you do not know. You know what I mean? They could have not even been at Microsoft that long. And they thought they had a job, and now they're back down to something even way worse. You do not know. So it is better to be more caring about the human beings getting impacted than sitting here saying that, oh, yeah, you know, whatever. Let's get back to glazing for the corporation. No. But yeah, you know where they're dumping their resources, and this is what you have been supporting the whole time. Though that the company could easily fund that because it's the richest company in the world, right? And stop world hunger. And all that. They're not going to do any of that. Of course not. No, of course. You got to know who you're dealing with in reality. You know what I mean? This is spiritual warfare. You said to me, who are they? Yeah, you don't even fucking know. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Of course you don't. You don't even know where this technology came from, but you're using it. You like it though. Nobody thinks about that type of stuff. Elvis hokey pokey. Then all of a sudden, head in front of the machine. Nobody goes outside. Humans are naive. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all have a great day. Like I said, peace and love to y'all. It's all about the gamers. You know what I mean? Not about the corporations. So always remember that. Gamers first over corporations. Later.